Hello, my name is Amelia Clarkson and I am a composer from County Down. I work on music for a lot of different projects, but through my music I'm always searching for this cross section where visceral sounds meet more kind of fragile lyrical material influenced by folk rhythms. I'm often navigating a political or social issue through my work, interweaving aspects and inspirations from nature, mythology and literature into the work. I've written for Hard Rain, Cries Ensemble, the RAF and a few more, and I'm currently a PhD candidate at the Royal Northern College of Music in Manchester. I also write a lot of music for dance and find that a sense of movement deeply informs everything that I write. Earlier this year, my music toured the Netherlands with the Dutch National Ballet Junior Company, and last summer my two-act score for Ballet White Doves by Six Dance Collective was performed at the MAC in Belfast. The Wind Cries Over the State of Her House is an episodic piece inspired by an experience I had in a storm. I was outside on a very dark night in a city in northern Poland during a really blustery, quite severe storm, and there was this really piercing whistling sound circling the air above me, which just ran around my head for weeks. So this idea slowly grew into a concept of really the personification of the wind and her crying out and mourning over the deterioration of her planet. I wrote most of the material back in 2022 and this year restructured this into 7 miniature movements. Each of the 7 movements has its own individual character, so some are quite violent and fleeting and others are almost weeping and crying out, and there's also bits and pieces of religious imagery in there as well. Something to listen out for is quite heavy use of string harmonics which make up that wailing sound. So one of the movements is called the Wailing Star, and it's really meant to be kind of a star crying and screaming as she falls from the sky, and another prominent aspect is right down low in the bass of the piano with this undefined sort of grumbling rhythm. I'm currently writing a new piece called I Float Between for the National Symphony Orchestra of Ireland. This is part of the Composer Lab scheme with the Contemporary Music Centre in association with RTE Lyric FM. The piece will premiere in January at the National Concert Hall, and I'm also working on another dance work for Six Dance Collective for sometime next year in Belfast, and a few other bits and pieces on the go as well.